Hey there, Virgo. It's Michelle with Light and Love Intuitive Readings. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is your weekly message for August 20th through the 26th, 2019. And I'm looking for a current situation, a potential obstacle or challenge, along with an outcome and some advice. And just to remind you that I do read all of my messages intuitively, but you can feel free to interpret them any way you see fit for your own situation. But please only keep what resonates and leave the rest. And to get a private reading with me, you just email lightandloveintuitive@gmail.com. And I have here is your current situation. There's two cards that came out. I have here the Ace of Pentacles and I have the Three of Cups. And so with that, the Ace of Pentacles is a divine material offer. It is something that is somewhat of an opportunity, and it's a new journey. And it's a journey that includes prosperity and manifestation. And then with that Three of Cups here, that's a celebration. So you're celebrating. You could be, just getting together with friends. It could be whatever it is definitely a happy occasion. Could even be a reunion, or it could be a collaboration on a new project. So how about a potential obstacle or challenge here for Virgo? Let's see what just fell. And I have here the Empress. So this may or may not be a challenge or an obstacle this week, but if it is, she represents life. She represents abundance, fertility, luxury. It's, being abundantly blessed. So this here, it could be, with this Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Cups here, it could just mean that you are, moving things forward and you are able to indulge in the luxuries. So let's see what we have for an outcome and some advice. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirits, and spirit guides, all from pure and divine love and light only. What are your divine messages here for Virgo for August 20th through the 26th, 2019? Thank you. And here's what came out for your outcome. Nine of Pentacles. So with the Empress, she is luxury, and you're feeling the luxury. You are certainly feeling the fruits of your labor. This something feels to me with this Ace of Pentacles here is, just something you already had, either most of the resources or you had most of it, but whatever came in here is, it is a divine offer. So it is allowing you to just propel forward here with this new opportunity, whatever it is. But whatever it is, again, it brings you prosperity, and you are certainly feeling the luxury. And I think whatever this is also, it's given you the ability to, birth your dreams and just be able to move forward that way. So clarify that Ace of Pentacles and Three of Cups, please, for Virgo, August 20th through the 26th, 2019. Thank you. And I have here the Two of Pentacles. So, with that Two of Pentacles, that's telling me that, you were able to manage this through multitasking and multiple priorities. And it's seeming to me what's coming through is that you put your priorities in line, and you're able to take this right over into fruition. So let's see here. Clarify the Empress, please. Clarify the Empress, please, for Virgo, August 20th through the 26th, 2019. Thank you. Thank you. And I have here the Seven of Cups. So with the Seven of Cups, clarifying the Empress is choices. And I'm thinking that, with these choices that you have to make this week, or it could be decisions that have to be made. And as long as you go within and stay in touch with your own inner voice and your own intuition, and make sure that you are, really feeling what it is that you want to bring forth. I think that is where she is, creating this. She is creating, and it's an abundance of blessings. So as long as you are going in, I guess that could turn, that Empress card either way, to where, something would flourish or something, could not. So I guess that's where that would be potentially an obstacle. But as far as, the choices that need to be made or the decisions, you do need to stay real close to your own gut feelings, your own instinct, and your intuition, and allow this abundance to just come forward. And then I have here what came out to clarify your Nine of Pentacles is the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So with the Seven of Pentacles, you're actually taking inventory of the seeds that you've already planted, and maybe that's some of, this decision making it does get a little daunting at times. But with this with the Seven of Pentacles, it's to, taking a look at in your life what really bears fruit and what really, gets you to like stability and a celebratory stage of your life. And so find what bears fruit and keep it, move it forward with you. And whatever doesn't bear fruit in your life, that's the time. This is the time to weed it out. Just certainly weed it out. He's standing here leaning on a hoe or some other type of garden tool, and you do have to weed out some things. So weed out what does not work and push forward with what is working for you. And then I switched over to the Archangel Power Tarot, and your card that came out here is the Wheel. And it says new beginnings. There's end of delays and a change in direction that offers you happiness. And so, I do really feel what I'm getting is with, this Empress card and the Seven of Cups, I'm really getting that, it could go either way. So if you go into something hasty, without really, taking a moment, taking time out to meditate and really get in touch with your own inner being before you make a decision or a choice that needs to be made, it could go either way. So you definitely want to stay in touch. But these are, stay in touch with your own spirituality, your intuition, and everything, and just really listen, because you do have new beginnings. And so any delays that you've had in the past, you are celebrating. You are celebrating. Things are really, really coming together. And this is a change in a different direction. And it could possibly be from this opportunity here, this new journey, this new prosperous journey. It's a change in direction that offers you the happiness that all of us so desire. And then I have here the Seven of Ariel, and it says you've invested wisely. And that is telling you that's like double that energy. You have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for that harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Very, very beautiful energy here this week, Virgo. Any other divine messages for Virgo for August 20th through the 26th, 2019? Thank you. And then I have here solutions. And it says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience. And then there's forgiving and healing energies. So if there is anything, like I said, that anything you need to weed out, even though the Seven of Pentacles is a material card, but if there's anything in your life that's very symbolic for, weeding your garden or weeding your, the seeds that you have planted, do the weeding. And with that weeding, that's weeding out anything that does not serve you today. And that also comes along with forgiveness and self-control and patience. So, and then another one that came out here is the Eight of Ariel, and it says, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect, and consider getting additional education or training. So, as things are unfolding and they're doing so nicely, and, sometimes you think, okay, well, what is my next step? You have some new beginnings. This is a whole new direction. Is it something that you really have been wishing to do? And you just haven't really pulled the trigger on it. And I think that's something that, you should take into consideration. Is there a mentorship program, or is it a whole different area of your life? Maybe you're, working a desk job and you want to go into energy healing. It could be anything like that. And, so just whatever motivates you, whatever you love, whatever gives you the most joy, move in that direction. And whether or not, if it's considering, getting extra education or training, it would be that it would be the advice to you is to do, if you are going to do that, do what you love. Do what brings you the most joy. And then in the meantime, as I was talking, I switched over to the Archangel Michael Oracle cards, and let's see what he has to say for you. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you for being with us. And here he goes. We have um, the first card that flew out here. Prayer will help the situation. And it says, Dear God and Archangel Michael and anyone else whom you pray to, such as Jesus, it says, I ask for your divine intervention. Please describe your situation. And then it says, I welcome your help and I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle and I ask that you send one to me in this situation quickly. Thank you and amen. And for most of you who this resonates with, everything's going along really well. But with this Archangel Michael card coming out, it's saying that there is some of you that are really looking for a miracle. And it's a prayer that will help this situation. And I'll just read it again quick. It says, Dear God and Archangel Michael, and then in brackets it says, anyone else that you pray to, such as Jesus, and it says, I ask for your divine intervention, and then that's where you describe that situation. And then you say, I welcome your help, and I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle and ask that you send one to me and this situation quickly. Thank you and amen. And just to let you know, one of the biggest things to have your prayers answered is that, once it's sent, you have to believe. You have to believe. Number one, believe that you're worthy to have this prayer answered, any prayer answered. You have to believe that you're worthy. And you have to believe and just have a sense of knowing, and a sense of contentment, and a sense of peace, knowing that God's got you. God's got this. It's all in his hands, and you just allow him to move forward with it. And no matter how and sometimes I know, especially in times of desperation, we feel that there is no way out. And that is so not true. And if you could just do one thing and focus in the area of positivity and have that sense of knowing and allow him to just wrap his arms around you and hold you and give you that knowing, because he will. And you can just ask. So let's see, any other divine messages you have here, Archangel Michael? Thank you. And something just flew. And he says, positive thoughts create positive results. So it says here, the prayer, divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and every situation. And as far as positive thoughts creating positive results, that goes with, along with, if you're asking for a prayer, we all need something. And whatever it is you're asking for, you have to, just bask in that knowing. Just bask in that knowing that God's got you. The angels have you. You just have to invite them in. You have to invite them in. And while you're inviting, don't just invite anybody. Please just ask for those who come from pure and divine love and light only, just to be sure that you're not bringing in any lower energies as well. And then I have here, you're on the right path. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. So you really do have an awesome week, Virgo. And just going back through where, some of you, whoever, is, I know this resonates with someone, but, where you just feel like you need a miracle. Anytime I do not, yes, I do have paid readings for, for people to, have a reading, and it does cost to have a private reading done. However, if you're in a situation, and it doesn't matter if any of you just send me an email and let me know whatever resources I can provide for you. Sometimes it's just difficult to provide the resources right in the comments. So, whatever you need, if there's, something you need, or you just, briefly want to describe your situation, I can give you the resources that you need. And if I cannot give them to you myself, I can point you in the right direction. So, just to let you know, you can email me at any time. It doesn't cost a dime to email me. So, just to let you know, I do love all of you guys, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. You really do have a beautiful week here. So, please let me know how this reading resonated with you. I'm just going to do a quick recap here. I got, a little hung up on that one Archangel Michael card. But you do have a divine offer. It's a divine opportunity. It's something that is bringing you prosperity, and you are celebrating. And that's currently, what's happening right now. And then you do have, the Empress. You're giving birth. Maybe that gave you the boost to just give birth to all these new ideas, or new directions, things that you want to do. But at the end of the week, you are not at the end of the week, but your outcome for this reading is just you're feeling your luxury. So you are feeling the happiness, and you do have to believe, it's here, it's given to you, it's divine opportunities. And at any point in any given day, any moment, there's divine opportunities around you everywhere. But if you're, looking down, feeling lack, if you're coming from a place of lack, you need to come from a place of appreciation. Otherwise, you're not going to see it. You're just absolutely not going to see it. But this comes from making, setting your priorities, and you were definitely able to do it. You do have some decisions or choices that you have to make this week, which could potentially affect what you're birthing here. So you just really need to take a moment, take a time out, connect with your inner self, and get the answers that you need as far as that decision or choice that you need to make. And just pay attention to the weeding, as far as your weeding goes here with the Seven of Pentacles. You are basking in your luxury, and you are feeling a plentiful harvest, and you're feeling self-sufficiency and financial independence here. And you do need to take some inventory, because you know what? At this point, and feeling like that, you need to start weeding out what doesn't work. You need to weed out keep what got you there. Keep what seeds are just flourishing, and move forward with those and celebrate. And that's what brings you stability. But you also need to weed out what does not serve you. Weed out what does not serve you. And you have double that energy. So you really need to take inventory this week, for sure. And then, just take pride in your work. You are a hard worker. You produce excellent work, and you just have, so much divine guidance here. And that there are solutions, and you have success that comes from objective compromise and self-control. So you're not, if you're coming from a place of love, you're going to have more self-control. So just, pay attention to that. But you have these new wonderful beginnings this week. Change in direction that offers you the happiness that you so desire. And you need to know, positive thoughts are going to create positive results. You are on the right path. And don't forget, prayer will help the situation. And again, like I said, please let me know in an email if there's anything that I can help you with, or, any place I can direct you to. So I do love to hear. I love each and every one of you. And honestly, if you need me, I'm here. I am here. So I just want you to know that. I do love all of you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Please let me know how this resonates with you, and I will see you next week. I love you guys. Bye-bye.